Hey guys, Mr. Gibson here. So I wanted to record another quick video for the PLC this week, just to show you some of the explore activities I was talking about in the first video. So you can see the explore activities here that I used for this part of the unit. I also used these explore activities in the first part of Unit 2, which also factors into the data. So this explore activity, basically, so the standard asks them to ask questions about the inheritance of traits. I'm kind of paraphrasing the standard there. And this activity simply asks them to generate questions about how DNA codes for their traits. And it shows them several arms that have different skin color. It shows them the structure of DNA, and then they're just free to generate questions. And then what I did as a class is I pulled those questions together and we talked about them. And I answered some of them, but really the idea is for this activity is they weren't answering questions. It wasn't about having like a right or wrong answer. They were just free to explore and ask their own questions. And then on down here, just a couple of examples that I really liked. These gizmos are pretty amazing. So let me show you some of these. So part of this unit was over meiosis, and so we have a meiosis gizmo here that walks them through all the steps of spermatogenesis and oogenesis. So meiosis to form sperm cells and meiosis to form egg cells. And they can see the differences in the two processes, but overall, if it will ever load, overall, it shows them the difference in how meiosis occurs in males versus females. And then the third part of it, they get to experiment. They can freely explore with crossing over. They can swap these alleles between the homologous chromosomes, or well, they also had to do this. They had to generate these certain traits, these genotypes and phenotypes, in a desired target offspring 5 times by making crossing over happen between the homologous chromosomes. So it really reinforces this idea that crossing over really adds to genetic variation. That was a they really liked that explore activity. Let me find where I'm going here. Another one that was really good was this meiosis stem case. It's kind of a play on words because it's about meiosis, but it's all within the context of they actually play the role in a simulation of like a genetic veterinarian. They are a genetic specialist for animals, and basically the scenario, I won't go in and like, because it plays music, and show you like all the details, but basically they are playing the role of a genetic veterinarian who someone has brought in their cat who is calico, but is male, and male cats are not supposed to be able to have both black and orange coloring because it is a sex-linked color. So females can have it because they can have 2 X chromosomes, but males should only have one of the other, since black and orange are both found on the X chromosome. So they have to figure out what's going on with the cat. They get like patient background, history, all this stuff. It walks them through the process of meiosis. It walks again in a really detailed simulation, and it walks them through what non-disjunction is. And they actually end up developing their own hypothesis. I'll go ahead and click into it. Maybe the music won't play. Oh, there's a mute button. Okay, good. There's the cat. And it walks them through all of this. They conduct research. They make observations. They conduct 3 experiments. And every time they conduct an experiment, they have to modify their hypothesis. And eventually, they discover that it is a case of non-disjunction that has caused the male calico cat to have trisomy in its sex chromosome. So it's got XXY, is why it is able to have both sex-linked fur colors. And they think like it's really fun. They get to figure out what's wrong with the cat. They get to diagnose a disorder in the cat. The kids who are really interested in veterinary science really kind of eat this one up. But also through all of that independent exploration, it's teaching them in depth the steps of meiosis. So I really enjoy and spend a lot of time on these explore activities. It's really nice to kind of see their eyes light up and see that light bulb go off as they're discovering these concepts on their own, instead of me just saying, "Hey, here's what you have to memorize," basically. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. That's just a couple. If you guys want to know any more examples or want me to help you find something for your specific content area, feel free to email me or obviously leave a comment for the PLC. I look forward to reading those comments. Thanks, guys.